What is up, people? Welcome back to Omnifactory. I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. And these things are working like champions. So over here, you can see at the bottom, this is pretty much my setup. I've got something to trash with a lower priority than anything else. And everything's connected pretty good. There's a drum just to keep like a little bit of the items. Turns out there's not that much that's being kept. Everything, like, as soon as it goes in, it gets used. But things are pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. We're getting pretty much all the liquids. Some of them are getting trash. I did mark them. Well, I marked them here, but they're no longer there. But it was water and another one. And I think it's pretty cool. I do not keep any wood tar, charcoal byproduct, wood gas, or wood vinegar in my liquid storage because I haven't seen a use for it except for what I'm doing with it. And over here, well, this thing's been working quite good. I did have a little bit of a hiccup. So what happened is I fixed it by making more vibrant capacitors. I've got like a couple of them. So the one here does 225,000 tick. It goes here. Then I've got a connection to another one at the top. And I've got one at the bottom as well. This one does 150,000. As you can see, I've also got more dense. This is annoying to make, but I kept running out of power in my system. I think it's because I am adding a lot of things, and eventually this thing's going to be even crazier. But I don't think the issue was this. Where my tool? This thing here. So if we look, like, we're only using 1,100, like 1,170 RF a tick. That's it. But this thing can hold way more than this, like 44 million. And so I do think this is a bit of an overkill for what we have. So I saw an issue, I tried to fix it that way, didn't fix it, turns out it was like power issue. But yeah, so it was another issue with the power. So over here, you can see there's something weird like a vibrant capacitor bank is like alone. A power monitor, and then there's this here. So what was happening is when I did this fix, it was only grabbing power from the numismatic dynamo. After 7 times, I'm going to say it right. It was only grabbing these here when the system only needed 14,000 RF a tick. So it was kind of weird. But over here, it wasn't making like all the power it needed. So it was kind of weird, and I kind of really wanted it to use these machines first. And it wasn't doing that. So what I did now is I have this connection here. You don't need a big cable to do this thing. So this thing here just checks if there's 75 or more, it's going to activate the redstone. It's going to power this thing to export 25,000. And then these things are going to be able to fill in this thing. So it's kind of a backup, but I wanted to use these one first as it's using a resource that we kind of have a lot of. Eventually, we might be able to just use these with diamonds. If we put more deep mob learning stuff, we can do that. So, at the bottom, what changed? I redid this here, just in a way to get more sodium. I know it's kind of weird because sodium is kind of freaking useless. Not really when you use this thing to make sodium to make hydrogen. And it kind of also means that our hydrogen situation is doing pretty good. So this is pretty much the way that things have changed. As you can see, I've also opened this over here because I needed more place for liquid. As you can see, benzene's going good, toluene's going good, lubricant's doing pretty good, rubber as well. And those kind of things come from here. So methane come from here. Do we have methane done? Where's methane? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Do I not have methane? I should have that. Oh, there it is. No, it's only there, so this thing should Okay, it did grab it. But yeah, so it's the methane, deuterium, and over here we're getting the lubricant from the creosote oil. And over here we're making something, but at the moment I haven't made any drilling fluid because I don't have the stone dust. I need to just do something. It's not that like needed because like you get just a little bit of lubricant and everything works well. I've also like made this thing bigger, removed the stairs because, well, I don't think we really need it. I just need to make the railing just to make it look nice. Tree farm. I've got a tip for you. So instead of using my method of doing things, I think we're just going to go for the bottom. You're going to see a little bit of things that we have here. But instead of using this, what you can do is this tiny setup over here. So you're going to need delimited item filters. These are going to be set on sticks on one side, and on the other, cobblestone. And over here, you're making stone axe, and over here, you're making stone hoe. So this is it. And how do you make this? Well, you just reuse your wood to make sticks. That is it. So it's self-efficient with the farm, and once this thing runs out, it's probably going to use this, but at the moment it's not because I locked it. But yeah, it's pretty easy to do, and currently this thing's only connected to our things over here. I did run out into one more issue. This thing here wasn't loaded. And the thing that happens is if we load the chunks, you can see the border of the chunk is here, but we got thing 1 and 2 blocks away from this chunk border. So what we had to do is simply chunk load the other area, probably going to up the number of chunks that we can load to load the other side, but for the moment it's pretty good. With all that recap done and looked into, I completely forgot to let you know, what about the oil situation? Well, like I said, lubricant, I've got 292,000 here, and it's not going down. I filled like a full drum, and this one's about to be filled as well. Pipes are going in just with a hopper for the moment. Yeah, this thing's pretty nice. It's nothing complicated, just as easy as it looks. And it's giving us a lot of oil, which we're going to transform today, because this is the goal of today. Today, we're going to make a better oil. No, we're just going to transform it into fuel. But again, if we look into my magic chest, there's again preparation over here. This one was a little bit more intense than the other ones, because some of them have 11 outputs. So over here you can see I've got like a multiple more clean stainless steel casing. I wasn't sure I had enough here. I think I calculated correctly, but I'm pretty sure I did a mistake. So first of all, this one here is the one for the oil. So the oil has a possibility of 4 different outputs. And those 4 outputs are sulfuric heavy fuel, sulfuric light fuel, sulfuric naphtha, and sulfuric, no, I think it's gas something. If we look here, you can see it's sulfuric gas. So yeah, so these are the 4 possible things. Also, I don't know why I made 2 of the generators. This thing only needs 1. So let's go. Let's put that down. So the input hatch for the item. I'm not even sure. Do you need one? Fluid, oh sorry, fluid input. It needs to be here. The output bus needs to go there. This one, I just need 1, so we're going to do this. Probably going to be missing 1 block. And of course, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can do this. And yeah, like I said, we're probably going to be missing... I don't know why I'm not using a 1 for this. Yeah, we're missing 1 block. But it's fine, we've got multiple. So, no, they're over here. Let's put that over there, and we're going to bring this one and 1 block. Well, actually, let's bring more, because like I said, I'm not sure how big this thing is going to be. I know that it's really huge in size, but that's fine. That's fine. There's going to be one that's going to be 5, and the other two have 11. So I should have made this one 11, because if we look at this one, the smaller ones should be on the side of the building and not on the inside. So, well, maybe let's just fix that by putting one more of these over here, because I do believe that if we take, like, let's say this one, transform it, and then make the steam... Wait, where is it? Steam thingy. Cracked in there. It's 120. So again, they only need one. I didn't check this. I was sure it was like the other ones. So, hey, well, that's good. But let's do, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy moly, this thing is huge. And that's what she said. So let's do this. There we go, and we put that one there. There we go, this thing is done. So let's make the one over here this time. So again, only need one of these. This thing is the fluid hatch. This thing is the output bus. The power we don't need. Let's put the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's use these. Alright. Cool. The one's really useful when you do these type of thing. Like, you don't want to craft all of these. And there we go. So pretty much the other two are the same. But there's also a big thing about me not wanting to have like visuals like this. So they need to change side. I'm super lazy. I don't want to come back, so I always teleport. Alright, so let's do, this thing can go there, I guess we can put those. I don't think there's one of them that needs a different way. So refined gas, steam refined gas, 120. So I just did this completely wrong. Maybe we could just like grab everything. That could be a thing. I've also got 2 more that I had on the side I forgot about. So yeah, I think this is going to be better. So we're going to have all of these, but there's also a couple of things that need to be done with them. So let's do power there, output, distillation, fluid hatch. This thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one is 11 as well. So, if you're paying attention, you might be thinking to yourself, oh wait, I did this wrong again. Well, there's 4 outputs to the liquid. Why are you making only 3? Well, it's because one of them is naphtha, and naphtha you actually need it for something else. And all the output that naphtha can give you can also come from just other of the things. So I don't think it's actually needed to transform naphtha. So I just decided not to. Alright, so you're complete. And... oops, going too fast. And there we go. So this one is also complete. So these are going to be the ones. At the moment, of course, they will not work because there's nothing connected and all these things, and to do the same thing, the things at the bottom. But it's not all that we need. We're going to need to make steam for these. We're going to be using steam dynamos because they're just way too easy to automate. And pretty much the reason for this is if we look at this, the raw oil is going to be transformed. And then we get sulfuric heavy fuel. So this one, with a chemical reactor, you can put hydrogen, which is good because we've got a lot, and 8000 is going to give you hydrogen sulfide and heavy fuel. Then the heavy fuel, you can't really make anything out of it. You can use a distillation to get like a little bit of phenol and like these kind of things. Or you can transform it either in a nitro-cracked heavy fuel or a steam-cracked heavy fuel. The hydro one will give you 6 output. But the steam cracked will give you 11 outputs. So this is the one we're going for. It might give you like different amounts and things like that, but this is the one I'm going for. And the liquid that I'm not going to do is the naphtha, like I said. Because the naphtha, if we look, it's used to make epoxy resin and polycaprolactam. Yeah, that one. And but if we look at the outcome, it's pretty much the same one as I showed you just before. It does give a little bit more ethylene and methane, but it also comes from propane and from light fuel, and light fuel gives just a tiny bit less. So I thought, why not just skip the naphtha? If eventually we see that we need the naphtha as well, we will just add it to the list while keeping a little bit of an amount for the epoxy resin in our system. So what I need to do now is do the system to get the steam, to get everything in there, and then I'll just bring you guys back to show you what it looks like when this thing is all hooked up and all the liquid is at the bottom. That also means that I might need more of these, because I don't think I'm going to have enough quantum tanks. But yeah, they're just a pain because they use a lot of processor. It's like 8 to make one, because this also needs 4. So yeah, it's kind of a pain to make. If you look at quantum tank, what is like the second tier? So the basic quantum chest, the second one, yeah, it uses just the next tier, and this one also the next tier. So yeah, we're not super there, but we're not that far. Well, actually, we're quite that far, because this thing needs 2,000. So let me do all this, bring you guys back when it's done. Alright guys, so check it out. So I know you might be thinking like, why is there a cable in front of your machine? Well, this floor is not supposed to be seen, so we can't do whatever we want. There's no freaking rules. So this thing is for the naphtha. It's just that at first I was sending it here, but if it's full, there's going to be an issue. Is it like it's just going to fill that, and then there's going to be issue of sending back the hydrogen that we get over here. But let me explain a little bit what's happening over here. So we've got the oil going into this one over here, and it's really slow because it doesn't do a lot of oil at the time. But what it does is it does give us the liquid that we need to make everything else. Then it gets sent here using different colors. So this one here is the sulfuric gas, this one here is the naphtha, this one here is the light fuel, this one here is the heavy fuel, and these get sent through the red into these over here, which all have steam from our system over there that is like powered with all this. So let's say here we got light fuel, which gets sent. And the light fuel is pretty cool because you only need 1,000 for 1,000. When you get to, let's say this one here, which is the refined gas. Let's do refined gas. What? Where is it? Let's just do gas. And, oh, refinery gas. I'm sorry. That was not what it was supposed to be. Oh, I'm in the filter. Okay, so this one here, oh, also needs 1,000. Okay, maybe I was thinking of these, because these do need like a crazy amount, 16,000. This one is 12. This one is 12 as well, and this one is 8. So yeah, when these are done, they get sent into these over here, these 3, because the one in the middle here gets sent back into the system straight away. Then these 3 go over here and they get mixed with the steam. When they get here, when they give hydrogen sulfide, and what I do is I simply put it in an electrolyzer to get back the hydrogen. Because to do this, you need 2,000 to make this, which gives back 1,000, which gives back 2,000. So you're repaying your hydrogen every time you make a craft. So it's pretty cool. It needs 2,000 to do it, but in the end, you get back your 2,000. Except that you lose 4,000. Yeah, you're not exactly getting it back, because you get 1,000, but you need 3,000 to do it. So yeah, you lose about 4,000 per like 3 things, but it's not that bad. It's 4,000 for the whole freaking liquid that you get over here. So these things here, they do work. They are connected here with this thing here, with some filters, with some backups and everything. All of this is connected, but I didn't do the output because that's not what I want to do for the moment. It will be done. Do not worry. It will be done, but probably in between episodes because it's literally the same story as the one on the other side. It's probably just going to be sending liquid back. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it yet, because these get like a little bit intense. I do know that there's a lot of duplicate liquids that are being made over here, so maybe I could just do like a line and put all the liquid and then have the import. The reason I don't send it to the interface is simply because if this liquid ever get full in the system, well, this thing's just gonna clog up. So it's kind of the way I want to go. But if we look in my system, at the moment there is one thing that I don't have a lot of. And it's, well, I say don't have a lot of, it's the emerald. It's just 1,296. I did end up using a couple of those for a couple of things, and it makes it that like I really don't want to go mine more. But there is the possibility of getting it from the loot fabricator from the Enderman. The thing is, though, we get the ender pearls from the Enderman. So my idea was, instead of doing this, why don't we go to the end and make a farm over there? That also means that I will have to get more chunk loaders, but I think this might work. So, the thing we're going to need vector plates. So that is one of the things. So I will have to make like a bunch of these, but I will do that after. The first thing we're going to do is simply go kill the dragon, because the dragon is alive, and he needs us to kill him. So let's put these things there. We're going to get our bow with this. The bow is pretty good, but I think I don't really need anything special to beat that guy. Like, we've got this armor, so it should be quite easy. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. Let's put these in there. Alright, let's get some eyes. So, and then I've already marked where this thing is. It's 1,000 blocks away. So it shouldn't be that bad to get there with the ender hook. Yeah, as you can see, we've already made like 300 blocks easily. This thing is pretty amazing. I really love the hook, especially since I can fly. It's just easy to move around without having any issue, anything at all. Everything is smooth. It just causes the quality of streams to go down by, like, you know, quite a lot. But alright, so over here, there's a little hole. I've already came here because I knew that I might have want to do this. So there we go. We've got this little bad boy. Oh, please use end cake. Okay. I didn't know they were actually disabled. Let's see the end cake. How do you make the end cake? Black steel. Oh, this is actually quite easy. So, alright. Well, let me do an end cake. To be honest, I could have made this on stream. On screen, sorry. It was like a joke to make. So, let's put that there. Let's go there. I do hope I don't crash. Of course, we spawn underground. Wait. Okay, sometimes when I go in between dimensions, like, I lag. Alright, so now we pretty much just have to go and, wait. And boom! Oh, I missed it. Where is it? It's there. So you look at him, And he's not gonna come towards you. Come on, go away. And boom. I really hate these in cages. But you can just do this, and then boom. Oh, I missed. There we go. Oh yeah, you're gonna die. Alright, last two. I thought there was only one left. Come on, no, you're changing direction. You're changing direction because I'm gonna do this. Alright, so now we can attack you. Oh, you're gonna be a pain in my butt, don't you? Of course you pass through blocks. Yay, you're going down. I can hit you with this. Holy crap, holy. This guy has a lot of sound coming through him. I'm trying to hit him without looking at him because I don't want him to change direction. It's really easy to kill him when you can fly, to be honest. Come on, come on, come on. There he is. He's dead. Hey, calm down. I want my things. So, I think he broke the egg? No, okay, there we go. I thought he broke the egg. I'm waiting for my heart to come to me. Alright, so we got the heart. If you don't know, it's used to make a couple of things. But this dragon egg will be useful. I'm not sure what I can use. I don't have slabs in there anymore. I kind of moved everything. Let's see. Maybe I've got something in one of those bags. Oh, yeah. Redstone torch will do. And here we go. The next generation. So, this... I guess you can make a couple... Whoa! Draconic stem cells? Oh, okay. I see. You guys got some crazy things going on. But that is awesome. So, pretty much what I'm going to do now for the farm is pretty much just go in a direction and away from this, like 120 blocks. And then put a platform and then put a spike in the middle. And then get the ender pearls. And we're going to put actually cursed earth so that endermans will spawn even when we're not there. Ooh, what is that? Is it draconic dust? What? Oh, you need obsidian. Seriously, this thing is not obsidian? Is this thing obsidian? Yeah, this thing's obsidian. I didn't know you could get this. Oh, there's actually no use to it? Is it because you need to have something that doesn't have silk touch? That could be a thing. I've got silk touch on this thing. But yeah, I didn't know they left this. I'm not sure if there's any use to it. But that's pretty cool. I'm liking it. Oh yeah. Oh no, I think I need to get myself some... Wait, that's not the correct bag. That is the bag. I need to get myself some of this. But sadly, I don't have water? If I had water? Wait, no, I do have water. Do I have, like, grass or something? No, so we won't be able to do it. But if I had sugarcane, I could just replace this thing with sugarcane. It would all fall down, and I would get the obsidian. Free obsidian. Alright, let's just go back. We killed the dragon. Let me do a farm. Okay, so check this out. So this is a tiny little farm. Nothing too crazy, but this thing's gonna give me more ender pearls than the deep mob learning, that's for sure. So it's like 11 by 11. These things are ridiculously cheap. I thought like I needed this for 1, but no, it's for 16. I think the last time I used them as well, I thought it were cheap. But yeah, so this thing works like amazingly. So yeah, the things are going back into the system. I did chunk load this place. Just to not forget about it, we're just gonna say a new ender file. Save. And that's going to be awesome. So what I did over here, the problem is at first I had like the spike at the bottom, but I ended up putting the spike at the top because the item would not go in the middle, and when items get stuck on the vector plate, you can't like get them with anything, so not a magnet or anything of the sort. So that way here, all the items go in the middle and there's no way this thing is going to fail. Just in case they want to teleport, I place this on top. But yeah, this thing working. There's nothing else here to do except going back home and taking a look at how this thing is going crazy. So if we look over here, we're going down in ender pearl. How are we going down in ender pearl? Wait, is this thing not working properly? So, the way I did this is like it goes in the chest here, then goes in the system. Oh wait, I think I did not chunk load. I think I just like got the whoa. So this is something that sometimes happened. So be careful. If you can't fly, don't use the cake. Or be prepared to use your hook quite quickly. So I think I forgot to chunk load it. That's what I think I did. So normally you just need to be like 128 blocks from the island. Oh, actually you could be on top of the island. It doesn't matter, you're not here. Alright, so as you can see, it started working way before I got here. Yeah, I forgot to chunk load it. Alright, let's do this again. So, we're back here. Now it should go up. There we go, it's going up. Awesome. So, oops, I don't want to do that. Let's put those back in there. Guess you as well. And let's go back at the bottom over here. Are we seeing them coming here? Yes, nice. So there's two other things that we get from this. We get this thing here and the like the digital, no, their upgrade, no, range. Yeah, this thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here just so we don't get too many of it. But yeah, ender pearls are going to be a joke, so that means now we can do home machine. And if you don't know that this is where I do my things, the ender pearls, I'm no longer even grabbing them from there. They don't even need to be sent because with this setup over here, like we've got everything we need. These things come from our age system. So let's find the ender pearls. I believe they're about here somewhere. There we go. We're going to remove you. And the other one should be... Oh, hey, look, it did it. It placed some over here. Where's the other ender pearl? Okay, so we're going to do this. And my deal was that oh, yeah, it's true. We only have one of those. I kind of wanted to remove one of the Endermen and place another Shulker to get the possibility of getting more diamonds to get more power. Because I think that's going to be pretty much the next step for us to do this. So I think I'm just going to build another one. The way you just do this and you put it in there, eventually it's going to give you everything you want. But that's pretty cool. Now we're going to get like the emerald instead of getting the ender pearls from over here, and this thing can just go back anywhere. But guys, I think I've done plenty enough for this episode, especially since I've started recording a couple of hours ago. I'm trying to make it like nice for you guys to see, so I'm trying to make a lot, but I might have to slow down a little bit because, man, I need to have a life as well. So, but for the moment, if you guys enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like. If you loved it, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Don't lose the cat.